So I have not done a video in so long that it's ridiculous, and I'm really sorry about that. Just got really caught up with school. It was the end of the semester in college, and so I just got really busy with that and work. But I'm sure you hear that from a lot of people. So either way, no excuses for no videos. Just wanted to apologize. Over the course of this past month or month and a half, however long it's been since I've posted my last video, I've read 2 books. Right now I'm going to just review one of them, and then probably in the next day or so I'll review the other one, so you can be expecting that video soon. But this video is going to focus on City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. You know that I completely fangirled over the first book. I just love Cassandra Clare and her writing and the characters in the City of Bones and the City of Ashes. If I remember correctly, we didn't really get introduced to too many new characters in City of Ashes, but you do get introduced into some people that are going to be very key to the series, I feel like. And might I just say, this book was really good. But at first, it kind of took me a little bit to get into, especially since you have the whole dynamic with Clary and Jace, and, you know, the forbidden love. They can't love each other, but they do. And then the whole thing with Simon and Clary, because they can love each other, but Clary doesn't love him in the way that she kind of tries to make herself. So just a really great book with a lot of great dynamic to all the characters and all of the plots that are in this book. It's a really good. I would probably give it, I'd probably say 8 out of 10 stars. So if you liked the first book, you're going to love this book. It falls perfectly with the next book. But, oh, there's something that happens with one particular character, and I'm just like, no! When I read it, I was bawling, and if you've read the series, you know probably about what point in the book I'm talking about. And then Cassandra is all like, oh, yeah, everything's all fine now, and then, bam, another scene, and exact same character, and the same exact threat of, you know, of bad things, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but, and I was just like, really, Cassandra Clare, really? Anyways, it was a really great book, City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. Read it, love it, because it's really good. I would recommend it for anybody that, you know, has read the first book. Even if you haven't read the first book, you might be able to read this and it would be okay. But it was a really good book. I enjoyed it. I don't really know what else to say, because the series I'm really excited for. I knew I was probably going to like it when I started it. I love the first book. The second book, even more awesome. And now is City of Glass. So I've taken a break from the series, and I started Divergent, and I read it, and I finished it in 3 days, and then I had to take an emotional break from that series because I just cannot even handle that. But anyways, this novel, again, really great. Would recommend it. 8 out of 10 stars. And that's about all I can say about it, is just read it. Great writing, great characters. I mean, I can't. It's awesome. The whole plot with Alec and Magnus gets even better. Their relationship is kind of starting to show a little bit more. You get to see how Alec really handles himself in public, especially when people start bringing up the fact that there might be a connection between him and Magnus. So that was really great. I love that his character got a little bit more developed in this novel. It was developed in the first book, but I just felt like we didn't get enough of his personality on the other side of, you know, being really mean and threatening. But in this novel, Cassandra Clare really dives a little bit deeper into his inner workings. I really want to get to a point in the series where we get to really know Isabel, because I feel like at this point you don't really know her that well. You just know that she's kind of a little bit of an airhead, but she knows how to take care of herself, and I want to get to know a little bit of her inner thoughts, I guess. But that was one thing in the movie that I guess I would have changed, because in the first movie you don't really get to see Isabel in the same way as you see her in the book, because in the book she's very, she's very girly, a little bit of an airhead, but she knows what she wants, and she goes for it, and she takes care of herself and her family and her friends. And you get to see part of that in the book, but I mean in the movie, but not so much the airhead part. So I'm kind of curious how in the second movie, whenever it gets produced, how they're going to spin off her character. I think it'll still work, but I just wish it would have been the same Isabel that we saw in the book. But anyways, guys, that's about it. Like I said, good book. You can get it at any of your local bookstores, I'm sure. Like I said before, if you have a Chamberlain's or another, like discounted bookstore that you can go to, check them out, support them. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know down below what you want me to read, and be looking for a Divergent review. Bye! It's just going to depend on how well you feel like you would be able to pick up on stuff. Dogs!